Hey guys, I'm Nick. If you are new to this channel, I'm doing breakdowns and tutorials of the cool 3D techniques or effects, and today we will be checking out this basement money laundering machine scene. So let me walk you down the project so you can just get a sense how I made it from scratch from that initial idea. So I added a cube. Basically I deleted 3 walls of the cube and set up just some of the grayscale gorilla dry wall material, I think. And then I added a floor, which is concrete. This cube, which is kind of just a little raised floor, also concrete. I think this one is a ceramic floor. Yeah, it's a tile, and this one is just a block of concrete. Yeah, after that I actually added the washing machine itself. It's free. Hell, Octane. I added some lights, and these are these fluorescent lights, and I added a tube with a emissive material. I had 2 of them, but then I realized that it's just this thing here. So yeah, it lightens up our scene. We can see the drum of the washing machine. Alright. Yeah, let me show you the washer. It's a $10 model from TurboSquid or from CG Trader. I don't remember, to be honest. So yeah, I just cleaned the model, added subdivision, and I think we need to add these things because I've actually exported some of the parts. So it's easier to manipulate and easier to add into the simulation in Houdini. But yeah, we have our dollar bills that we will touch a bit later, simulated in this machine. Here you can see them spinning. Maybe. Yeah, let me just pick this frame so they are actually spinning. Yeah, so that was basically the idea. I wanted to translate that money laundering concept, and I started to add a few small details. So let's say I added this cord. This cord should actually go somewhere, but I just added a plug, which is basically a cylinder with a beveled edges. Then I think I thought it's too dark here, so I added some inside lights, lights that are basically a torch with an emissive material and placed inside of the drum of the washing machine. And then I started adding pipes. So I went with a few cylinders at first, but then I realized that it's nowhere near realistic. So I think it was a free setup found somewhere on the internet, but sorry, I made a pretty good number of adjustments to make them work. But yeah, other than that, it's making it look more like an actual space. So after that, I thought, all right, we are laundering some money, but we need to compensate this space here and here, so it's not that empty. And I've added some baskets, like laundry baskets, with dollar bills. And dollar bills are basically cloned rectangles, cloned 2D planes in a stack. Here's a cloner and a random effector, so they are just a bit... Don't freeze on me. They are geometry, like they are heavy in the viewport and starts lagging, so I just turned it off from the viewport. And yeah, I added a few baskets, and they are also from 3D archives, I think. So yeah, that's the setup. And now I started to work with the camera and like little effects, all that stuff. So in the camera, it's an easy setup. So we have just a bit of depth of field. We can focus on bills or on the actual image here in the drum. But other than that, it's I added a bit of exposure. Here I actually wanted it to be a more contrasting look, but mainly because we are adding a fog. So if we don't lower the gamma, it would be super foggy, and we will lose like the contrast we actually need. So you can see probably here is the repetition of the tiles. Yeah, my bad. So probably just need to tile it better, scale the texture up. But yeah, just wanted to show you how I create these scenes and my personal approach. So yeah, let's get back to the camera. So what about LUT? Yeah, I'm using chemical. I think it's the name matches the actual scene. And hot pixel removal as always. Yeah, that's a spectrally denoiser. The noise volumes is really important because we will be using this fog volume, and we actually need to denoise it. And yeah, so I am using this, one of my favorite Alembic presets, or Alembics in general, this 3D dust with a really where it is, like its opacity is 0.11, so really not that prominent dust, but in reality you couldn't see dust in such environment. And then yeah, then let's talk about the textures for a bit, because here you can see that I just quickly created this in Photoshop, and here you can see that I also applied a custom map to just highlight the money laundering mechanism, or the ways when people laundry, they criminally earned money, like all of these criminal acts. So just these small touches, in my personal opinion, they really add to your scene. Because if it would be just a washer with a bunch of bills inside, yeah, that's alright, that's cool. But I think these small details, that's what makes the scene perfect. Even though my scaling of this texture was not correct. So yeah. Also, yeah, I always state that you should check these camera settings in the camera imager, or maybe in post-processing you can add a bit of bloom. Because here, look how it changes. And the thing that's most important here is the actual Octane fog volume. Like, it instantly adds the feeling of the humid basement. You could even add a few water puddles here and there. But yeah, the fog volume, in this case, it's pretty dense, 0.2. So, but yeah, I wanted to achieve this this kind of atmosphere. I also color graded that in After Effects, but yeah, despite of that fact, I think you still can achieve pretty good results just in Cinema 4D with a Octane camera and camera imager itself. So yeah, that's for the scene. And now let's quickly check what I have done in Houdini. So this is a fairly simple setup. It's a drum that I've exported. It's just a cylinder with these, like, how do you call these things? I don't know. Come on. Like these things, right? So I unpacked the geometry, transformed it, added the rotation. So it's spinning every frame, it's multiplying the frame number. For example, if we have 2 or 6 or whatever you want, it basically multiplies by 2.5, makes it negative, and spins the drum. For the bills, I actually did a new one here. I subdivided it, UV textured, like UV unwrapped. I placed it like on the side of the drum. Then I had a big stack of dollars. Then I configured the Vellum class, just increase the stiffness, because we have pretty, not like the dance mesh, but the more polygons you have, the more opportunity for them to actually bend, and that's why here I increased the stiffness. In the Vellum solver, there's just a pop wind. That's, I know that there is no wind inside of the drum of the washing machine, but I just wanted to simulate the kind of, you know, the water inside of the drum. It kind of moves the fabric or the clothes inside the drum, but we don't have water, so we still need something to influence the bills. Hopefully it makes sense. So I packed the Vellum sim, I cached the Vellum sim, then I unpacked the Vellum sim and added a post process. I just added just a tiny bit of thickness. Then I packed it, because we don't want these hundreds of bills and to like texture them and like all the objects. We don't need that. That could be just one object. And then I exported it, and let me, for the sake of your time, pass to export the bills .abc. So yeah, when you will be downloading this from the Gumroad, just add your path. And here I also think that we should not the brainwash project. I will make sure that these are correct for the Gumroad product. But yeah, as easy as it is here, we have our own money laundering machine. Right guys, that's all for today. I hope this video was helpful and you learned a few cool tricks or maybe texturing and lighting techniques. And as always, if you want to support this channel, there are project files available on Gumroad and link is in the description. And please leave a like or comment or even subscribe. It would be really great and help my channel to grow. Thank you and see you soon. Bye.